not only by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. That is the history of the journey of America.
China's economy is massive. It continues to grow. At some point this century, China's economy might be larger than the United States. This kind of makes sense given that their population is 3 to 4 times bigger than the United States. It would make sense if they eventually had a larger economy. But nobody trades in Chinese yuan. Nobody wants the Chinese currency because the Chinese currency is the most manipulated currency in the world. Everyone loves to complain about the US Federal Reserve and how the dollar, is being propped up. But it's 10 times worse in China. And to illustrate this, don't look at the size of the economy. Look at what are the most traded currencies in the world. This shows you confidence in a foreign government's currency. So the dollar, of course, is number 1, the euro is number 2, the yen is number 3, then we have the British pound, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Swiss franc, and then finally we have the Chinese renminbi, the Chinese yuan. So when you look at global trading activity, the Chinese yuan is sitting there at 2.1% compared to the US dollar being 44%. So if Russia just wants to give up on their own currency and say, China is now our central bank, they're going to handle all of our monetary decisions, we're completely giving up on the Russian ruble. Maybe if Russia and China team up, their currency might be more traded and trusted than the Swiss franc. Maybe they can beat Switzerland. But I just want to show you that the US dollar's supremacy in the world is not being challenged. It's not at risk. People who talk about BRICS, they don't understand math and they don't understand global finance. So don't worry about it. Hakuna Yurtadas.
Economy in the world. We have the strongest economy in the world. We have the most productive workers in the world. And given a fair shot, given a fair chance, Americans have never, ever, ever, ever let their country down. Never. Never. Ordinary people like us who do extraordinary things. We've had candidates before who attempted to get elected by appealing to our fears, but they've never succeeded because we do not scare easily. We never bow. We never bend. We never break when confronted with crisis. No, we endure, we overcome, and we always, always, always move forward. That's why I can say with absolute conviction, I am more optimistic about our chances today than when I was elected as a 29-year-old kid to the Senate. The 21st century is going to be the American century because we lead not only by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. That is the history of the journey of America. And God will.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Whopper, 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 hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac.